Hello once again, this is James and welcome to my training videos. Today we are going to look at the transactions tab on the Tally Gateway. Previously we were looking at the masters where we looked at accounts and inventory info, where we could create products and ledgers. On this tab we find the transactions, so that is where we do the transactions, or where the transactions are done, or the postings. We're going to start with the accounting vouchers, where these are supposed to be documents that contain the details of transactions of either receipts or payments, sales or purchases which have transpired in a business entity. In accounting vouchers, we are going to see how all of this is done. Now let us start with the payments and receipts, which are represented by hotkeys of F5 for payments and F6 for receipting. So let us go into Tally and we see. So on our gateway we can access the accounting vouchers by clicking in it or pressing V as the hotkey. I'm pressing V. I am going to assume we are going to do our payment on 20th. You can double click there in the date to change the date and enter. We are going to assume we are paying cash. You can also be paying by bank. Here we have cash and the COB maybe as our bank, but let us assume we are paying by cash. I just typed C to make that happen. We are going to assume we are going to pay water. So when I type W, it will display the list of ledgers available, and I see my water there, and I press enter. We notice that water has, I think we have a balance, a previous balance of 12,000. Let us assume we are paying this plus an extra of maybe 5,000 more. So in this case we are going to pay 17,000. Watch when I press enter what happens. You notice up there that our money has reduced, our cash has reduced, and now here we have a prepayment of 5,000 shillings. Supposing we wanted to pay electricity and we didn't have the electricity account, this option is telling us that we can pay another bill if it's available. So when I press E, you notice it is giving me a message down here. If you could zoom in, it is saying error on the spelling. You don't have that. I was trying to type E for electricity. So what you will do, you backspace and you enter again. So what if what I want is not on the list? What do I do? So when I enter and I don't have that, what I do, I'll press Alt and C on my keyboard. Then it will take me back to the ledgers creation tab, or the ledgers creation screen. That is in case you wanted to type or to post a transaction to an account which is not in your books. So when you go to the ledger creation screen, I'll type in my electricity. Press enter. This is an indirect expense as an effective entry. Then I say just keep on entering and I say yes. You notice that it will bring the electricity there. Then I'll say maybe I paid electricity for 5,000. Then I enter. Notice how my balance is reducing there, and that is how that is done. So I can enter and I say my narration here, paid bills by cash, enter and enter. So I can close that and go back to my gateway. Now let's look at how we can create a receipt. We are going to assume our business is going to do servicing for a client for cash at a particular date and we receive that money. That's an income to our business. So we're going to press V to go as the code key for the accounting voucher. Notice that we are in receipts. We do that by pressing F6 over here. Now let's assume the date is 20th. We are doing this for cash. What are the particulars? We are going to try to put the, said if you try to put something and it's not there, you simply to give you this error message, says error checking. So I'm going back, just backspace to go back, then you choose again. This time it will drop the list and you see the list of accounts. We did it for general cash sales. So what are we doing? We are doing servicing. When I try to type S, it will bring the account. Servicing is not a product, so it has no units of measurement. It's simply a service you offer at a rate of 50,000. Sure. Enter. Notice how our cash has increased from the 170 rather to now 228. That is for servicing. We enter, then we here come here and we say received income for servicing a customer computer. That is what happens. We enter and enter. Again, if you want to try out to create for receive another money, this time it may be for a service which is not here. We assume maybe we did another blowing for a customer, blow their computer and they paid us some money, so you have an account called blowing, but when you try to press B, it's not there on the list. So what do? We can press Alt and C, then we come and we say blowing service, enter. What type of account is it? It's an indirect income. Say doesn't affect inventory, so it will bring it. And we are going to receive how much? It's asking us for the amount. Let us assume we did it for 10,000. Then we press enter. I want you to notice the balance here before I press enter. When I press, you notice that our balance has increased to show that we have received some money. So if that is all we're supposed to do, we will press enter. Remember, we press Alt plus C to create a new account in case the account you want to post transactions either on receipts or payments is not in your list. So we said we blowed the computer for cash, then we enter. So that is how we do the receipts and payments. Receipts they have a hotkey of F6 as you notice here, and the payments have a hotkey of F5. If you keep pressing them, you see it switching. Now I press F5 to switch to payments. If I press F6, it will switch back to receipts. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.